Alright, so why is the dantian so important? Well, basically, if you don't establish your dantian, well then, I don't care how long you've been practicing, you won't be doing Tai Ji. Okay, you need to not only know where the dantian is, but how to establish it, or in other words, get it moving, get it full. So the first thing you want to start with is knowing where your dantian is. And the rule of thumb is usually take your 3 fingers, put them together, take your other hand and find your belly button. Once you find your belly button, put your 3 fingers right under your belly button. And then where your last finger is, right below that, you go in, put your finger there, and then you go in about 1.5 inches. And that's usually the rule of thumb. Okay, that's knowing where the dantian is. Second most important thing is to put your attention there. Okay? So you put your attention there, put your mind there, let it settle there, and you leave it there. Alright? Well, that's not enough by itself, so now we need to get the breath down there. So most people think, oh, I just put my mind there, and then my dantian is established, and I can go and do my Tai Ji. No, you have to get your breath down there, which is actually a very hard thing to do. So how do we go about doing that? Well, first thing you have to know is there's a little pocket right where the dantian is. It's not just a point on your body that's the physical center of your mass. There's actually a little pocket there. Okay, it's in between tissue. Well, that's what at least it feels like, and it does feel like a pocket. And what you want to do is practice relaxing your lower abdomen where your dantian is, and just watching how your breath acts. So the first what you want to do is just observe what your breath is doing, instead of just breathing and not thinking about it. So relax and put your mind on your dantian. Watch and see what your breath naturally wants to do. You want to go with that. You can't force your breath down there, at least not in the beginning. And slowly, you want to find that pocket and slowly open it and close it. Okay? So this takes time, and this takes a lot of practice, this takes a lot of observation, but once you get that going, well then you're starting to establish your dantian. That's just the beginning. Later it opens up much wider, and then breath flows below the dantian into the huiying, and then around back to the qi hai, or the sea of qi, and this whole area fills up. But first you have to start with this little pocket. Alright, first relax. Do abdominal breathing. And this means closing and opening the abdomen. Don't use muscle, and don't squeeze with muscle, and make sure your anus is relaxed. Okay, not open but relaxed. You're not gripping. And slowly, your breath will naturally want to seek the lower abdomen. If you pay attention down there, if you relax, if you have your proper Tai Ji posture, and slowly, I'm talking slowly, not in just one day, not in 2 days, not in 3 days, long, long time, every day, practice this, and slowly that pocket will begin to open. And your breath, just like you feel the breath filling up your lungs, it will actually feel like that when it goes down into the dantian. Okay, in the beginning you can practice this lying on your back. It's much easier to work with that pocket I was talking about. But when you do that, and you might get a warm feeling, and that's a good thing, but that's not the whole thing. You have to get the breath down there. So lying on your back is a good way to practice, because your abdomen will automatically be usually relaxed, and you can play with that pocket and bring the breathing out of it, but the breath won't sink like it should so easily. So ultimately you have to stand up or sit up. That way the breath, it will it will sink down. Okay, in the beginning you might have that heated feeling. Okay, and everybody says, oh, that's qi, that's just heat, okay? You can get the breath down there too, and it needs to mix together, fill up, and then you get this very strong pump, or bellows, like it says in the classics, in your lower abdomen, and it slowly starts to fill up more and more and more. You add every day, add every day, add every day, and then you really get this really strong center where your qi is centered in your dantian, okay? And this is where Tai Ji really starts to take off, when you have this, because then you can not think about your movement. Someone can push you or you can push back, but if your mind's always there and you have this huge center mass and this qi, which is like the central location where it goes around the body, then you're really starting to do Tai Ji. So slowly relax, find that pocket, lower abdomen, and just slowly work it, don't force it. Another tip is when you're doing this with your breathing, when you exhale, make sure you exhale all the way. Push everything out and then relax. Push everything out. This will help the inhale be more expansive and deeper. Okay? And when you inhale all the way. Don't inhale so much that you start to push your energy up to your head and you get lightheaded. But just let your abdomen relax. And every time you inhale, just let your abdomen relax more and more. And find the places that aren't relaxed. You'll find a lot of nooks and crannies in there that aren't relaxed. Just let it fill up. Use that pocket. Naturally, everything will go out. And you find the more you do this, that your body will naturally want to suck the breath in. You won't have to push it in. It will naturally, from here, like there's a vacuum, suck from above. And then all you have to do is just watch it, and you ride it like a rhythm. And it gets deeper and deeper the more you relax. The longer you do it, the more full your dantian will become. And this is the beginning of establishing the dantian for Tai Ji.